Yeah, that's right. My mother's Dutch. I was actually born in Amsterdam, and my first word was nee, apparently. So yeah.
What, you wearing a footy shirt?
Yeah, this is the Dutch AFL jumper.
Yeah.
So we're running a World Cup in Melbourne next year, and the Netherlands is going to have a team. It's going to be one of the men's teams competing. So we're hoping to get a Dutch team together, based off people from Dutch heritage that are living in Melbourne.
The Dutchies play soccer, football.
Yeah, look, they play soccer, of course, and I'm a soccer fan myself. But we live in Melbourne, and a lot of Dutchies follow the footy, but we want them to start playing the footy. And there's been a huge amount of Dutch presence in the AFL. People like Paul van der Haar, who played for Essendon in the mid-'80s, big Dutch boy. You've got David Hale, who's got a Dutch mother, playing at Hawthorn. You've got quite a few other Dutchies that have played throughout the years.
De Boer, Fremantle.
De Boer, yeah, there you go. There's a lot. So we're putting together the team. They're going to be known as the Lions.
Yeah.
The Dutch, of course.
Yeah.
And we've even worked on a draft theme song, a victory song for the Dutch team. Do you know the Richmond theme song?
Nah, man, I don't
know
anything about songs now.
Well, it's the Richmond have a theme song, and the Dutch song is "We're from Nederland, the Flying Dutchman, we're from Nederland." I won't bore you with the rest of it, but we've even got a victory song planned. We've got a jumper designed. What we need now is we need some players. We need some Dutchies to come out and commit to the team.
Right. What kind of players are you looking for, Lynn?
We're looking for players that want to play a bit of footy. Obviously, it would help if they can tackle, because it's not soccer, right? So soccer is a very skillful game, but not a very physical game. The AFL is a skillful game as well.
Yeah.
But it's much more physical. So if you want to come out and try out for the Dutch team, you've got to be able to obviously tackle. If you don't have any skills, or the skills are a bit raw, don't worry. We'll teach you how to kick, how to handball, how to mark. But just bring a bit of Dutch courage with you too if you want to play a full contact sport.
All right. So no divers.
No. Now, don't even get me started. As I said, half of my blood is Dutch. I understand the tactic about diving, but in Australia, diving is a big no-no.
Yeah.
We don't want diving.
Nah.
That's bad.
That's bad.
Really bad.
Right. And this is all going to take place?
It's going to happen in March, and it's going to be in Melbourne. And there is a website specifically for the World Cup, which is aflworldcup.com.au.
How did it work with you when you came to Australia? And can you remember anything? What? How?
Yeah.
Did your first introduction with footy?
Yes, because even though we left when I was 1, we went back when I was 8 or 9, and I went back to school for 6 months, and I went back at 11 for 6 months. So I have memories, a lot of memories of being grown up in the Netherlands, and I played soccer when I was there.
Did you play footy over here?
Yes. So when we came here, my sort of integration with Australia was footy, was AFL footy. Yep. And I played both, but I grew to love footy much more than soccer. I liked the tackling, I must admit. I thought that was pretty good. I couldn't tackle, well, I did try and tackle in soccer, but that didn't go too well. So I moved to footy instead, and I've really enjoyed it.
You said it was part of your integration. How can you explain that to me? Because how did that work then for you?
Well, I think that when you move to a new country, you still have your heritage, and you're very proud. I've always been proud of my Dutch roots, but you do need to become part of your new community, and that was embracing what all my friends embraced, and they all love their footy. So that really helped me make lots of friends.
And it didn't make you any different than all the other guys, because you were all supporting a team and you were all playing footy, and you were all trying to make that mark.
Absolutely. And sport has such a powerful role to play in that regard. Doesn't matter what sport you're playing. If you move to any country, it's like, let's say I moved to the Netherlands tomorrow and I'd never been there before. Mm-hmm. Playing soccer, you'd meet new people, you make some new friends, and you'd have some beers, and you'd become more part of the community. And that's soccer in Europe, but conversely in Australia, footy opens up a lot of doors in that regard.
Great. What made you become involved in this, setting up this Dutch team? What made you decided to do this?
Well, I've been promoting international football for 15 years. This is what I do for a job, and I'm running the whole World Cup. But because of my Dutch background, I'm particularly keen to see the Dutch team happen. I really want them to be a Dutch team, so there's only limited space, And it's just from a personal point of view, I'm just really, really keen to see it happen, because the Dutch have got massive ability. You see there's many Dutch champions around the world. Look at our soccer team. It's a fantastic team. There's obviously other areas that the Dutch excel at, like hockey and ice skating, etc. Why can't we excel at Australian football? I mean, baby steps. It's not going to happen overnight, but we've got such a tall race.
Yeah.
You know, very, very tall. We could get we could have a team of trees out there.
Have you tried to do anything over there in Holland?
Yes. So when I was based in London, we ran an event called the EU Cup. It's a 9 Australian football, and I helped put the first Dutch team together actually in 2005. They came to London. There were 10 national teams from all over Europe, and the Dutch team were put together just before the event. In fact, the ruckman, he was recruited. He came over the night before the games. He was watching a game of Australian football in a pub in London, and his teammates were telling him, that's what you have to do tomorrow. That was his training.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
And the Dutch team finished third.
All right.
3 out of 10 teams in their first ever tournament. I actually got to play. I played against France and kicked a goal.
Yeah.
And to pull on the orange jumper, it was that was pretty special for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is what you're wearing now.
Yeah.
Must be something special for you.
That is special, because, like I said, I'm an Aussie. I love the fact that I'm an Australian, but I'm very proud of my Dutch heritage. I'm very proud of my Dutch roots, and putting the orange on for me it's a very special feeling.
Why?
It's important to me because you always have to acknowledge where you come from, and I think that's because I recognise the fact that we'll have a great life here in Australia. I'm very proud to be an Aussie, but I'm also proud to be Dutch, and I can't really give you words why. It's just something I feel more than I can enunciate more, if you know what I mean. I still like to go on the weekends and buy some lekker drop. I also don't mind to get some croquettes now and again, and it's just in me. You know, I just have that in me. So that's why I'm proud to put the jumper on.
Did you have to discover that, or did your mother always try to give you some of that?
Well, Mum wanted us to integrate, so she never really spoke Dutch at home. My Dutch is more "Pusimel Gomenschaal, ik heb lekker melk voor jou." You know, from that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So I still remember all the Dutch songs. I still I was there last year. I was in Amsterdam last year, and one of the first things I did was go to Fabo and stock up on my croquettes, which is very, very good. I ate enough drop to probably kill a small animal, but you know that I just feel the connection more than I can explain it. My mum, when she came out here, she was in her 30s, and when you meet her, she's got the very, very strong Dutch accent.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just wish she had taught me to speak it, or I could be more fluent. You know, that would have been great.
You're not doing too bad.
So it needs some work, but it's one of my aims for next year. Is I really want to become fluent, because I've got to the age now where it actually upsets me that I can't speak it fluently, because it's a really big aim of mine now. I want to go to the Netherlands. I want to be able to speak fluent Dutch the next time that I go there. That's a huge aim for me.
It's so funny to see those worlds in, you know, AFL, Dutch, Australian, all coming together in one person. That's it's amazing to meet you here. That's I think that's you're doing a great job.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Look, I'm very proud to be an Aussie. I'm very proud to be Dutch, and to bring both of those together into such an Australian institution as Australian football. To me, that's exciting. I would love to see the Dutch team run out in the World Cup. You know, so we just need some more players. We need some people to put their hand up and say, "Look, I'd like to play." And if we can make that happen, that would rank up as being one of the great things in my life. If I can see that happen.
Great! Wow. Oh, we should have coffee and discuss some things.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that'd be great.